So
yeah,
nice.
you already saw one player kind of dive out. This is the time that people start to opt in
Vinny's
to
down.
taking good spots. Vinny gets taken out, so Zexro's now left to fend for himself. Looks like they landed on Space Lion's team. You know, replays in Space Lion, you get on them, they're gonna clap you up. And here's Perspective and Peace, also coming straight through the qualifiers, still alive as well.
I like this double box setup here from replays and Space Lion. Just play it out slowly, right? You know that the Stormwings are above. You have to be prepared for that. Someone could dive in, and that would just be very frustrating to deal with, but that is the reality, right? But I think in this particular scenario, they're just waiting for that storm to move in. Zexro is actually going to get chunked for a sizable amount of the shields.
Let's touch on this. Zexro, a maniac, taking on 2 players at once here. He has no respect for Persecute and Peace. He's already gotten Peace, and now he's going with the aggro play. You can see the swapping back and forth between the axe, and no, the Persecute's gonna come right out now, hit him with the opposite, edit there, catch him off guard, and that, that's what happens when you do get aggressive.
Yeah, it was definitely a ambitious effort from Zexro, but you look at where he was, right? His teammate had just got picked off by the FaZe guys. Then you have Bloom that's going to be sitting to his right. He didn't really have much of a choice there other than that go low, which is not something you really want to do with the way that the circle is playing out now. So here's Shivzy and Wilds. I believe these are 2 players that came in from the qualifier side. I could be wrong here, but
and it's always weird playing
yes,
off this side of the huge mountains as well, because now you're going to have a bunch of shacks just kind of off this side here. And you want to get as high as possible without over-committing, because if you, over-rotate to the opposite side and then the zone plays against you, you lose out on, tons of material. And, of course, you risk being pelted by all these players that are set up. People like Aiden here, you see he's not in a full box-off cone. He's looking for players right now.
Can we talk about how many players are left right now? You have 79. It was 80 just a second ago. We are in our 4th circle, and things are only going to get closer and closer together moving forward. These players need to be very cautious about this. There's going to be a lot of insanity in just a little bit. Funk Bomb and Clips, though. Clips is looking to heal up, and Berserk and, well, this looks like Berserk and Hydro Pump Flow. I'm going to try and maybe push this one in or just establish themselves for the time being. And there's so many players left alive here, Monster. This is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. This is a good push right here, especially being that he landed a bunch of shots on Clips here, putting him super low. They try to push on up there with the... they had Grapplers, so, Grappler is one of the better weapons for endgame. Utility item right there. It's pretty
able
important.
to save yourself from fall damage if you have like anything, like a wall,
absolutely.
A structure, anything, a mountain that's going to be around you. You can save yourself there by pulling your body back up. There's a lot that you can get out of the grapple. It's probably the most sought-after item in that end game. Gotaga is going to take out Sofa. You just saw that there in the action feed.
So now Fulmer left to fend for himself. And, it doesn't surprise me there's 70 players alive when you have $100,000 up for grabs here. Every single game counts. Placement is extremely important in this format. So are eliminations, but more so placements. You want other people to do that hard work for you. And it looks like everyone's just kind of being a little complacent on their positions here, but not Aiden. Aiden's putting pressure on replays. The stinker is down. He is getting chunked alive here. Spaceline can't even make it to his teammate.
Then you got the FlyQuest team. You have Hansel and Crunch that are going to be on your screen now. Aiden and Brandon are going to drop. The Vitality team will be out of Gotaga. So that is going to be unfortunate for Gotaga. Robbie and ADZ are still going to be fighting, though, in this one. 72 players. We haven't really lost anyone quite yet, but this is going to be our first moving storm, which means these guys are going to be hanging out by the edge there on the southern end. They're going to have to push up, and they're not going to have much choice but to just get out as soon as they possibly can. They have 12 seconds to prepare for this rotation. Launchpad's going to be down for Ghost, so they're going to be nice and pretty here, because once they drop that, they're going to fly away, get right back into that nice spot if they need to, or just prepare for the inevitable, which will be that next rotation, because right now they're in a good spot.
Yeah, and Wow's is putting on a clinic down there. He is lighting up the feed here, and for anyone at home, just take a look at the feed here. You're going to see at least 30% of the lobby drop right now, because this is a tough rotation to make. There's like 50 players outside of the zone right now, and they have to push into established player. IMG flexing coming from the qualifiers, just got eliminated by Harmful. Rio's already down. It looks like Blix takes out Crunch here. We have a nice close quarter engagement. Aiden, you cannot push Aiden.
No, you cannot. He's been in this so many times. Aiden thrives in those close range situations. That's why he likes dropping tilted. There's just so much action that he can benefit from there by peeking around those corners. And, you know, a lot of people like to talk about the aim assist and the controller and all that, but you see the things that Aiden does, and you know that that's just pure skill and what he's able to accomplish.
And it looks like
in this
Funk
game.
Bomb already lost his teammate. Clips is out of the game. Zero takes out Funk Bomb. That's a good trade right there. Spaceline lighting up the feed right here. Baldy just gets taken out too.
Baldy takes out Baldy.
Yeah, it looks like he must have felt his own death, or you know, ate up some of that storm line there. You don't want to be in there.
Look at that next circle. Oh man.
Oh man. And this is what we talk about coming up and over the mountain here. Whoever has a rift to go is going to be set right now. This is where you use it.
Yeah, actually, who's this going to be with the Rift? I saw someone down low with the Rift. Hysteria and Tendon still in this one. The Hysteria
Dude,
representing
Cloud9. 4
Cloud9.
boomboxes, put it down on your rotation. They can't even build up.
Oh, I didn't even think about the
There's
rotations
so many
with the
ways you
boomboxes.
can use this. He's got 4 of them. You might as well start creating havoc here. Keep them down there and get a free rotation,
I say
man.
let Tendons make that path, and you just drop the music as much as you possibly can, but got some shots being exchanged. Harmful picks off Robbie. Then there goes Joel, drops right in. That's going to be an elimination for him. Onto Zayt. Zayt's going to be out of this one. Crispy above, but Joel's going to be stuck outside of Storm. He's going to have to get out of there, but I don't think he's going to have enough help to do so.
His teammates trying to go for a last-minute elimination here. Can he hit the no-scope? And that's going to be a big old no right here. Hamlin's playing the low ground. Players are
Look
rifted
how many players
going.
outside of it.
You don't want to be in the high ground, but you kind of have to if you're here. This is a weird position because all these guys are holding boomboxes, but no one knows exactly how to use it. There's Gamru.
He was going to use the grapple to try and bring himself up onto that ramp. Instead, takes himself out. All right, so they're going to have to break out of this one. They're getting chunked. This isn't good. The door was built. I think they may have fallen there. You hate to see it happen, folks. But now this is where the action starts to get absolutely insane. Bodies are dropping. Hamlin's is going to be out of this one. Logan's down. Devour's out of here. But still, though, you have Cease and Elevate, who have been looking really good in this round one.
Do you hear that? Boom boxes are out here. Everyone's on the low ground right now.
Look at the boom boxes down low.
It's all builds.
It's destroying everything. We may not even get the highest position, the highest ground. Tempo's going to be down and potentially out as that storm will come through. This has just been madness, Monster.
K-Yoon eliminates himself. Saf takes care of JR. Aiden's still alive. People said Aiden wasn't going to be able to make it to endgame. He's proven that he is here and putting players down. Psalm's still alive. I told you guys you had to watch Psalm, and it's Aiden versus Psalm there for a little bit. Edit is made right here. Aiden does not miss.
Aiden. This guy is just disgusting, but he's going to go in and get into another fight. But unfortunately for him, he's going to get dropped there. Red Water will be the one that eliminates him. Look at the boomboxes down low. But at the very least, it did not destroy whatever's been going on up here. What will, though, is if anyone has a boombox and decides to drop it down, kind of like what they said a depth charge before, right? Something you could just drop down and frustrate the competitors. Oh, this is just madness. I can't believe.
Dude, Bizzo and Rux fighting for the high ground now, going head to head. Saf still alive after losing his teammate Zayt, and now he's got to go ahead and create a pathway here. He's got to be careful for some builds, but it looks like he's going to be totally safe here. He's leading the path on this rotation.
10 players are going to remain in this round one of WSOE 3. Boomboxes destroying the structures nearby.
J.O. Mox still alive as well, representing for FaZe. Redwater, one of the contenders coming in from the qualifiers. Arma legit is in a battle here. Monty with the quad launcher. It's going down.
This is going to be awesome. Our final moments, Redwater. He's finally going to get picked off by Armada's legit. Saf, though, still in this one. Jae-Young made it all the way to the top 8, but he won't make it to the end.
Here.
Oh, no, Bizzle!
It's a 1v1 right now.
And then Som's going to go low. He's going to grapple himself, and he manages to stay alive.
Lucky for Som and Rux here, because Rux comes up on the clutch, pushes Saf. And we just talked about Som being a dominant force. I knew it. I knew it.
Som and Rux, 2 players coming in from the qualifier, are going to win round 1. It was a bit of a chaotic ending there with the boombox in play. It really just came down to that storm and really disrupting everything down low. That was That was insanity.
Yeah, to keep up with the boombox is really hard because you want to move as far away from it as possible. But as you're moving, you're exposing yourself, and it's really a roll of the dice. Are you going to get targeted? Are players going to, you know, gentleman's agreement and try and get out of there and focus high ground players? It's kind of chaos, or it really is chaos.
No, it is chaos. It's not kind of chaos. It's
It is
actually
chaos.